Hello everyone, welcome. My name's Untogether and this, as I'm sure you know by now, is our Geoguessr challenge, where we go around the world, try and find out pretty much exactly where we are in the entire world, without saying too many stupid or vaguely racist things. So, we're going to start today I'm thinking, from the road markings from the vehicles we just passed, somewhere in the USA. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see if we can see a sign. This is one of those 130th Avenue, so we're almost certainly in the USA or in Canada. This is one of those long straight roads that Geoguessr seems to love so much. Mostly it's not really their fault, it's because obviously a lot of the world looks like that. Everly, Milford, I can't quite make out what that says. Might be May City, maybe. None of those places ring any sort of bells to me. I like those street lights, they're nifty. Should be more of those in the world. They're really, oh blimey. Wow, we just, from here to there, resolution just went, wow, completely to rubbish. I was hoping to see what this sign says. Bridge out. Okay, don't go up there. I bet that sign's a clue. I really do. And we can't quite see it. So, I don't think we're going to go up here just because it's... Wow, look at the state of that. If we zoom out, actually it gets a little bit better. So let's go past here quickly, if we can. Let's turn around and see if we can... Oh. Well, we can't see what that sign's going to say because that's going to be too small and too far away. And I can't come up this road, so let's instead come up this road. I wonder if this was the road we were just coming down. I don't think so because the resolution's still gone to absolute nonsense. Stop ahead. So what are we seeing? Obviously lots and lots of farmland. Short roads, not many houses. We're right in the middle of farm country. If all this stuff's corn, perhaps you could think Nebraska or somewhere around that area. So in fact, and now I can't even see Nebraska on the map for some reason. I've gone blind. Lincoln, Omaha, not many large cities in Nebraska. So we'll just spot up the road a little bit more, and then if we don't see anything, pretty soon we'll make a guess. Now what I like to think for these, where you're just randomly being dropped by Geoguessr itself onto the maps, excuse me, I think 10,000. 10,000 is a decent score. 10,000 means you've come relatively close. You've probably got the right country, you know. You're probably vaguely somewhere within the right place in the world. You won't have found exactly where you are. But 10,000 points over 5 guesses is not a bad sort of go for what you can do. Again, to me, it looks like this road. Can't see the sign in there. Please ring Nebraska 726. Yeah, we're not going to see. So we're certainly in this sort of. I mean, it's clearly a huge, welter of farmland here. We could be literally anywhere because everywhere in the world pretty much can grow food. But I'm going to say we're going to stick with that initial thought. So let's drop a mark in Nebraska, and let's see how far or not we are. Hey, do you know what? Hey! Okay, northern Iowa, not Nebraska, but only 200 kilometres away for 2,770 points. Wow. That is some commitment to having a grid road. Even out in the middle of nowhere, I suppose it's all the farmland and all the fields. You need those roads to get access to them all. Wow. There we go. Not bad, not a bad start. So number 2 looks pretty much the same. So here we go, let's have a zoom out and let's go up another long straight road in the middle of nowhere. So this time, just because of the road markings, I don't immediately think that we're in the US. But aside from that, this might be one of those where I get it massively wrong and score ridiculously low points. So looking at the Earth, it doesn't massively look like Australia because the Earth isn't, you know, a bright red, really clayey kind of bright red. Although, I mean, that's not the state of the Earth all over Australia. I don't think we're in Europe, just because these kind of roads, I suppose in the mainland we might do. I mean, there's a railway line running up here that looks old and rusted. So let's just keep going and see if eventually we can see anything. I'm not getting any clues from anything else really, from the state of the kind of foliage or anything that's around. You know, there is some mountains in the distance. So there's an arrow there that tells us that we're driving on the left. Now that is interesting. So if we're driving on the left, there aren't that many places in the world that do that. Canada drives on the right. I think Australia might drive on the left. Huh? Did that just turn me round? No idea I know. And the road's so straight, they often tend to sort of bow in this way, just because of the way that the cameras act. We might be going back down the same road here. A couple of buildings up there, let's just see if we can't get to those. And then we're going to have to drop a marker down and make a particularly stupid and wrong guess. What does that sign say? Anything of use? Nothing that I can see. Thanks very much for that. If we move up one, no. Well, simply because they drive on the left, I'm going to guess Australia. Western, southern New South Wales. Who's to say? Let's go somewhere in New South Wales. Let's just drop a mark here. And let's see how stupid, when it comes up South Africa, I'll probably get about 18 points. So let's see. Wow. It was indeed South Africa. 435 points, which is 417 more than 18. But, yeah. South Africa. You did for me again. Really, really dislike me, South Africa. I don't know why. I don't know what I've ever done to you. Wow. So we're going to have to work some... Blimey. We have to work some here to get our 10,000 mark. So whereabouts are we now? For some reason, as soon as I saw this in my head, Arizona. I don't know why. I don't know anything about Arizona particularly. It just came into my mind as an initial guess as soon as we started here. And again, this is another one of those roads, you know, linking two places, but with particularly nothing. There's so much of this planet we haven't, you know, colonised or done anything with. When you live in England, when you live here like I do, and realistically, there's very few places in this country where you can be that you're ever more than 10 miles from a town. And then you come out, you know, and you see some other places around the world that, you know, you could walk for a day in any direction and not see anybody else. It kind of makes you realise just, you know, how small and insignificant the things around you really are. It's beginning annoying now. Oh, there we go. We can jump up that way. Now, we did just pass a sign. Great. Warning me about what looked like buffalo, perhaps. Oops. Again, there's a sign there, but the sun is so bright on this piece of road. It's very, very difficult. Arlington. I know there's an Arlington in Texas. Spray, John Day, Condon, Arlington. See, now I'm not immediately seeing it. Perhaps there isn't. Perhaps that's something I just made up then. Perhaps I was thinking maybe of Austin. This is the 19. In fact, if it's the 19, that doesn't help me, because I've got a feeling that the 19... Was it the 95 that runs through there? Maybe it's the 95. Right. And when I said right at the start, we try not to say stupid things. Yeah. Perhaps I'll try and stick with that for a bit. 19 Arlington. Arlington really rings a bell for me, and I don't know why. I really, really don't know why. But I mean, there might be, you know. Oh, it says fairgrounds. We can see it now. Is there anything up on these? Oops. Up on these signs that might help us out. Nothing that we're going to see. $45. Oh, just turn this around. $55. Oh, it won't let us move. Right. I thought there was a better sign back there to have a look at. There's a few settlements and things up here. Oh man. Resolution really isn't helping me out this time. Condon, Arlington, Spray and John Day. If we just come back on ourselves. So we're going to have to make a guess. Now, I'm going to guess Texas, because I haven't seen a sign with the Texan state symbol on it. And I often put those on their roads. Well, I'll say first Arizona, didn't I? That was my initial guess. Let's come out this side. Ugh. You can't do any worse than last time, surely. Wow. Oregon. Arlington, Oregon. No, that doesn't. There's that little 19. John Day Highway. Putnam's Airfield. So I don't see Arlington on there at all. So no. 2,000 points. Okay, keeps us kind of on track, but we need to do much, much better than that if we're going to do anything useful. And Geoguessr, right, it stops there. I can't even go any further than that. We have to come this way. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, look at this. This is it, folks. This is all I can see. So we've got a choice to make here. They're being told to stay left, so they're driving on the left. I'm going to go South Africa again, simply because I can't move any further than this part. And I can't... We can't really do anything. The road markings look remarkably similar to South Africa, where we were before. If I go South Africa this time and we're in Australia, I'm going to turn the sound off while I have a good swear, and then we'll come back. So let's drop a mark in South Africa. Literally, I can go that's all we've done. So I don't quite know what happened there as far as Geoguessr is concerned, whether just an individual's put this on, I don't know. But I think with South Africa, simply because of these road markings, and for no other reason than that. Let's go. Well, at least that was right. 463, 2,468. That's not bad. If we get a similar kind of guess this time, we're going to make our 10,000, but the pressure's really going to be on. So we're up here, this sort of west coast. Again, there's absolutely nothing there. Look, nothing there at all to tell us. So last go. Straight long road with nothing on it, maybe. Could well be. Looking back this way. So I think we're in the US. Yellow road markings, looking at the kind of vehicles that we've got here. We'll go over the bridge. We'll go up this way. Yeah, that's nice. So this is a kind of touristy destination. We might get a little bit of an idea as to where we can be. Can we see anything with that sign? Mile 3, with a mile almost confirms that we're in the US, which is nice. There's a little picture book house. They seem to have blanked out the mate's towel that they were drying. So, what is this? Spring Oaks, Oregon Agriculture. Thank you very, very much indeed. Spring Oaks. Oregon is going to be a state in the US. Is going to be up here. So, again, big old place, obviously. Let's see if we can't narrow it down a little bit. Because, as I say, we need to do a little bit better than 10,000 to not be an idiot. Although, frankly, on this performance today, it's probably deserved. So, place names, that's what we always need. Place names are good things. Bellevue, Christian Road, Ballston, Amity. Probably don't want to stay in a house there or buy a house from there. That's another similar sign, isn't it? Let's come out actually. Oregon Hazelnut Division. Crimson West Farms, McKinville. So we've got a lot of place named McKinville. Look at that. Look at that. McKinville. Up here. Near Salem. Erratic Rock State Natural Site. Okay, cool. Don't see any of the other names that we had on those signs. Let's come back and find those signs again. Where was it? Over there. Oops. Christensen Road, Ballston, Amity, Bellevue. Amity. There's Amity. So Amity's 4 miles down that way. So I wonder if this junction... That must be here then, presumably. That's got to be this junction here. Must be this junction here. Although I suppose it could be up here. So is there any marks for the road that we're on here? Amity, Bellevue. Right, so it's saying Amity and Bellevue are on different ends of the thing. So trying to track this down to exactly where we are is going to be a little difficult. See Sheridan. So I don't see that Ballston or that Christian Road. Let's come in a little bit more then. Just come in a little bit more. Actually, let's focus on Amity, because we know that's 4 miles away from where we've started. Come down this main road here. That leads to Rickroll, which is not a place you want to be. Or, well, you probably find yourself there, but you never actually wanted to go there. See, that was an internet joke. Enjoy that. Have that one for free. Wilhelmina, Sheridan. Well, I can't find any of the other places that are mentioned. We found Amity, and we found that it's the McKinville, or McMinnville, I should say, McMinnville, what's his face. So we know we're 4 miles from Amity, but I can't seem to work out which way we're going. So I think we're on our way to McMinnville. We wouldn't be massively far away without that. So I'm going to drop a mark here because I just can't see these other places. We're not going to be massively far away. So let's make our guess. 8.5 kilometres, 5,825 points. So it was down on this road here. So if we come in, see, so if to Amity there, oh right, okay. So if to Amity there is 4 miles. A couple of miles away was the other road. Perhaps it was here then, where we were looking at. I don't know. I still can't see those places. But no doubt, we managed to get quite lucky. We ended up near to a relatively large settlement. We found the Amity that we were from. 5,825 points. So that saved us. That saved us right at the end, for a total of 13,569. And to get over 10,000, or significantly over 10,000, with a guess like that one, which I've done more than once, let's be honest. I've done that more than once on these. To get that far away and still roll in 10,000 and above isn't too bad. We managed to pin down relatively close, but that was okay. Third guess wasn't great. But everywhere else, particularly that, given we only had 2 places that we could move. So to get that within there, we got quite lucky with that. But then we managed to find that last one. So 13,569. So I hope you enjoyed that one, folks. If you did, don't forget to click like. You can certainly subscribe. There'll be a whole load more of these. There always is. This is great. This is a great thing to do. So I hope you enjoyed that, folks. And I will see you all next time.